Hey guys, it's Xtreme here, and today I'll be doing a stealth build with you guys. It's gonna be a beginner stealth build for anyone, but if you're experienced you can still use it. It's still a viable stealth build. I'll be covering low level stealth build and a high level stealth build. So level 0 to level 60 and level 60 to level 100, and also DLC builds, DLC/non-DLC builds in the next video. So, what you want to do is, first of all, what you pretty much want is your stealth skill tree. So what this will be is Forced Friendship 1, Confident all the way up to Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is good because when you shoot your weapon, all those civs will go down and scream. Basically, it will allow them to not call the police. And Forced Friendship, of course, is amazing because of the extra cable ties, so always get that. And of course, the extra bonus speed. Stable Shot is alright since you get an extra 8 weapon stability just for nothing, which is for 1 skill point, which is really good. Not amazing, but if you have an extra skill point, why not Stable Shot? Onto your Enforcer tree, you want Resilience and Transporter, both basic and nothing else. Resilience will let you get Transporter, which means you can throw bags 50% further, speeding up your stealth heists, especially in stuff like Shadow Raid, which is amazing. And also it can let you hide bags a lot easier by hiding them behind doors and not being afraid of it not reaching. Onto your Technician build, you can choose to have Steady Grip. I once again chose it because 1 skill point for 8 weapon accuracy, that's a bonus, that's amazing. You won't have Hardware Expert, and that's really good. What it does is it makes your drill silent, and that's essential. This is one of the most important traits in Payday 2 stealth builds, since it will make the drills and saws silent, which is useful for doing high swift drills or deposit boxes. There's 2 options. You can either ace Drill Sergeant if you want, or you can just leave it out. This really doesn't affect much. I wouldn't ace it unless you have extra points though, simply because the extra 15% speed isn't essential. And these 2 are both fine. If you're just doing unbreakable saves, Kickstarter, amazing. If you ace it, you can go around smashing the drills to fix it. Speeds up the heights of that a lot more. More firepower, however, will give you more shaped charges, and that means you will be able to blow up more safes. So if the safes can be blown up, always go for more firepower. It's better than Kickstarter. You want to get Jack of all trades aced and Third Law aced, so you can get Jack of all trades. So if you don't have the infamy for thing, you can for Technician. You can get one of these too instead, or and ace it. But you want to get Jack of all trades aced. Keep in mind that if you have not got enough infamy, some of these skill trees might not be viable to you. I'll be doing infamy 0 guide after in a week or 2, depending on how fast I get my level 0 account done. So Jack of all trades, basically what that does, basic, you can do stuff faster. But the ace is amazing. Ace allows you to bring secondary deployable. What this means is, for example, if you have an ECM, you can also bring a body case. That is amazing. Body bags, you'll run out of them eventually, especially if you're killing civs. If you're just starting out, killing civs by accident, or you just kinda need it, body bags are amazing. course, ECMs are still better than body bags, but the second body bag case is good. Now on to the Ghost, but this is your main stealth tree. Simply because it's called Ghost and it has the most important skills, in my opinion. So, what you want to do is, if you have extra skill points, Ace is pretty good, you know, 12 extra weapon accuracy with silence weapons. It's always good, just in case you miss any shots. But you want to get these 3 aced. You can, if you start off, having inner pockets ace is good, simply because of the extra concealment it gives you, which really helps out in stealth. And of course, parkour and duck and cover ace for the extra speed. Now, if you want, you can ace the whole left shinobi tree. It's the main stealth tree, so it's really important. Of course, you know, at the start you might not have enough skill points, you know, and you might not be able to get it all. But chameleon is good. This means you can pick up key cards before the heist starts, which isn't good unless you have low concealment. But stuff like bank heist normal, you can grab that key card before you start a heist, which is pretty useful. So you don't have to kill the manager. And all of these aces is pretty good. I would suggest ECM Overdrive is really good because it increases the time and gives you more time in case you need to get that extra pager. And you know, all of this stuff, ECM Specialist Basic is really good as well. It allows you to put down 2 ECM jammers, which is really useful for ECM rushes. I'll be talking about ECM rushes in later videos, so make sure to subscribe. And these you can get, of course, I already said you can get that ace, but you want optical illusions ace as well. This is your main one since basic less likely to be targeted, and ace allows you to get less concealment, well, more into concealment. Fugitive, all you need to do is have equilibrium aced. It doesn't really matter the skill, but it's only 4 points, so you might as well. It gives you accuracy and it allows you to draw out your pistols faster, which isn't really too useful, but can still save your life sometimes. So that's the skill tree done. Now we're on to your equipment, which is an easy one. So you want to do your ECM jammer and your body bag case, both of which are useful. However, if you're doing one where you need shape charges to blow up safes, you can grab the secondary for trip mines and shape charges. Shape charges will allow you to blow up safes, by the way. Just in case you don't know, a lot of viewers are currently new to the game, so I'm trying to explain everything as much as possible. If you don't want to listen to it all, I'll have a shortened preview summary at the end. Now, your perk deck. So, this one's kind of tricky because Burglar is DLC, and of course, Payday 2 has removed all DLC until Ultimate Edition, so you won't be able to get Burglar separately. But if you do have Burglar, make sure to equip it. Is the best stealth perk deck, giving a lot of good traits. If you cannot get Burglar since you don't have the DLC, make sure to equip either Rogue, Crook, or Hitman. So these are all, and yeah, Rogue, Hitman, Crook, or Burglar. All the stealth trees are in one separate page. These will all give separate things. Crook, I feel like I think Crook might be DLC only. I can't remember. But definitely Hitman and Rogue are both fine for stealth, so you can for free. I'd suggest Rogue simply because of the dodge you can use. But it's up to you. I would say dodge though, if you're going for your first dodge slash stealth build. Now for your weapons, it's it's up to you. Later on, you know, 3 detection risk, you can really put on whatever you want. But one thing certain is get your suppressor on, or your silencer. Of course, at the start of the game, you won't actually have a suppressor, simply because you don't have it unlocked yet. But once you unlock it, make sure to put it on a weapon, since it's essential for stealth. Of course, if you don't have the suppressor, you can always knife the enemies using, I would suggest Nova Shank is good, but actually Electric Brass Knuckles. I would suggest this since it does stun them and has good overall stats with 30 concealment. Now, you want a few of your good weapons that have high concealment. You don't really want any of your rifles. You know, they don't really have good concealment. Car 4 is an exception. It has alright concealment and stuff, and you can mod it a ton, so that's good. You know, 20 concealment, and you can mod it to get more. You can also buy the Car 4 DLC, although it's currently off sale, but if you have it, you can fit it on with DMR kit, which boosts the damage, which helps in mostly loud, but it can also help in stealth as well. The main thing I would suggest is pistols, akimbo pistols. So the ones with the highest concealment are the Tremanos, Kimbo Compact, and the normal Tremano. Both give 30. The customs give 29. But really, you just want a 30 concealment weapon, especially early on. Later on, you know, it doesn't really matter, and you can start switching out for Castigos for the extra damage. But if you want at the start, since you get the Tremanos really early on, you can choose those. Sniper rifles are not useful, neither is specials, shotguns, or light machine guns. I do have to say though, in your special tree, over 9000 saw, or over 9000, is really useful for bank heist deposit, simply because you're gonna have to, you know, anything with deposit boxes, don't lockpick. If you don't have a saw, just leave it, don't bother getting a lot of bags. But you should unlock this straight away, it's amazing for doing deposit box heists. It's only 43,000, so it's pretty cheap, and it's really versatile. For your secondary, you can choose. I chose Judge. Been playing a bit too much Black Ops 2 Zombies, but Judge is basically a really good community shotgun pistol thing that does really large damage, although it does have a bit of spread. If you don't want to use that, since you know the concealment it's a bit, you know, on the lower side, of course it's not too low. Well, you can get, you know, the classic Bernettis, or you know, anything that has 30 or 29 concealment. Doesn't really matter. I do suggest 30 concealment just because you get the less detection risk when you're first starting off, and it helps a lot. But of course, anything that you put on suppressor is always good. Simply suppressors. If you don't have a suppressor and you're doing a stealth heist, which I don't recommend, just go out and do a loud heist first, get the suppressor. But if you are just like wanting to do a stealth straight away, then make sure to only use knife and don't shoot, because otherwise if you shoot, it will alert everyone in the vicinity. Now your throwable. So currently, if you didn't join the community group, which I should highly suggest you do, I'll be making a video how to join it for those that are wondering, but you will be left out with concussion grenades, since they don't need community items whatsoever. Don't throw your throwables. Never throw your throwables. They're useless in a stealth heist. The only way you might be able to use it is if you don't have a suppressor and Ace of Spades. I would suggest equipping that, since they're silent, so they won't alert anyone. So if you don't have a suppressor, it's always good to use these, and you can pick them up afterwards. They do alright amount of damage, but I'm not sure if they will kill on one down. They of course are a good item, of course, community item, but I'd suggest to equip these over any of the other ones, since you have a chance of accidentally chucking grenade, which will mess up your whole heist. And that's about it. Your masks and characters don't do anything. Oh yeah, and your armor. Of course, two-piece suit. I nearly forgot about it. For all you noobs out there, two-piece suit, although it's the cheapest, like the lowest level armor, it's the best in stealth. It gives you the most concealment with a base of 30, while something like the ICT will only give you 2 concealment. You can also choose a lightweight ballistic vest if you want, but other than that, two-piece suit is the way to go, since you know the high speed, high concealment, and high dodge. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and here's the summary. Stealth, you want middle controller, right sharpshooter, stable shot, basic if you want. You want to grab the left controller tree, but all basic, you don't need any ace. For your enforcer, you want to grab transporter basic and nothing else. Of course, you will need to get resilience basic in order to get transporter. For your tree, you want to get hardware expert and drill sergeant. Kickstarter and more firepower are debatable depending on what heist you're doing. Look up a guide on whatever heist and see if they have anything worth using shape charges on. Otherwise, use Kickstarter Ace. Just a reminder though, you sometimes in these trees, if you haven't infamied, you might not be able to get the higher up skills without unlocking new ones. That's okay. Everyone's been there before, and you just have to put up with it. Now, the left engineer tree, you want to get jack of all trades, but ace and third law ace. Just to get the jack of all trades, you might not be able to get jack of all trades ace if you don't have technician infamy. Other than that, if you want, you can you know, grab a sentry package. It doesn't matter. Jack of all trades ace will allow you to get to equipment, and of course a professor steady grip if you want on the right basic. Ghost, you want to ace the whole left tree and ace the first 3 in the artful dodger middle tree. On your silent killer, you want basic second wind and ace both optical illusions, and professional optical illusions is definitely the better choice if you don't have enough skill points. Now, equilibrium ace is also really good for your rest of your skill points. If you have any extra skill points, make sure you can, you know, put on, you know, special killing, for example, or any other thing. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to give a like, subscribe for more guides, and I'll see you guys next video.